What's going on, everybody? This is my 3D printer enclosure. My printer is the Anet A8, and I customized this enclosure. I've seen a lot of videos, obviously, for enclosures, especially for the A8, made out of black tables from IKEA. And what I decided is that I have the top spools on top of my Anet that can hold 4 up top. Now, that's awesome, and I want to keep that. So what I did was I didn't do it how traditional, pretty much they would print extensions and then put the tables right on top of each other, one on top of the other top. So in my case, I flipped it so it'll be taller in the enclosure, so it'll accept my filament right on top of my Anet. Also, I have a spool holder up top that feeds through the top of the table, so that's an additional 4 or 5 or 6 up there, plus the 4 in here that's ready to go whenever I need them. Now, these tables, you can get them from IKEA. I can definitely add the part number. Actually, the part number is 14729 for these ones. Now, I'm pretty sure they're all the same, but I'm not exactly sure how much they are at IKEA. You can definitely go online on Craigslist, something like that, and find these guys for around $5. I've seen them for $1 a piece before. These were $5 a piece. They're a nice color, they're really clean, so I went ahead and I grabbed these ones. Now, the other thing that I used for this enclosure was these corrugated panels. Now, this panel came in a sheet that was about, I don't know, maybe 9-10 feet tall by about 3 feet wide. So what I did was I cut it up, and it was enough to do the sides, all sides. Really what I was looking for was a kind of plexiglass kind of material, but anything like that will run you upwards of $50 for just the sheets. And this was $15 at Home Depot for that big sheet that did the sides, and it is corrugated, so I will show you closer details later on in the video. But pretty much what I did was, when it comes up, it rests on these sides. Where it molds in, it just goes right inside of the enclosure, and it seals it really good, and it's clear. That's the main thing. I wanted it to be a cheap, a cheaper material to buy, but still pretty good at insulating, and it to be clear so I could see what's going on in my enclosure. So I'm not going to do a build video or anything. I will just show you detailed video of exactly what I did, and you should be able to figure out yourself. I will definitely add links to the parts that I did design for this build, and you'll be able to print it yourself. So obviously you're going to take one table and flip it upside down, take your other table, stack it right up top, and for the inside to hold it together, you will have these pieces right here, and those are just brackets, and those are push pins that I got at the dollar store. So you can get a whole box of those push pins from the dollar store, and that's really cheap. So that holds all those corners together on all 4 corners, so it's nice and sturdy. So you can see here, there's plenty of room in here for any other thing you need up here. If you want to put some extra things hooked up to the top, like a little shelf or something, that would work. And that's where my filament comes through right there. I was gonna print a little knob for this guy, but I just decided to stick a drywall screw in there, and that works just as well, and it's quicker. I put little pieces of Velcro on the sides so it'll keep it in place. And up top I have these hinges from Home Depot, same place where I got this slat, and these hinges were a couple dollars, but $2 or $3 for both of them. Tops are pinned in and the bottom are screwed in with bolts and nuts on the back. The sides are pinned in with those tabs and on all four corners, and it makes it really nice and solid. I did cut out this side for my power inlet. It's a big magnetic strip, so I can just throw all my tools on there and not have to worry about it. This came from Harbor Freight. I think I may have even got a free coupon and got this for free at one point, but I'm not sure. I just have that guy laying around, so that's optional, of course. Now this top filament holder, I designed these pieces to fit this tube. Now this is PVC pipe, but what you can do is this centerpiece is actually a rod for a broom. So you can go to the dollar store while you pick up your tabs, and you can go grab a broom and just cut it up. You can do your up pieces and your side pieces. Now I'm sure you don't need no measurements for this, because if you download this file and print it, it will fit on your broom stick, and also you just cut your broomstick to fit. And these pieces, I already have these pieces laying around, but I'll try and find, I'll either design something real quick for that, or I will try and find something on Thingiverse, and I'll add it in the description. Now this I found on Thingiverse, and it's a filament guide for the top of the lac table. I will add that to the description. Alright, so one last thing before we end this video, I wanted to show you how I get my door to stay up. So pretty much what you can do is you can hook something up to the side right here, hook something up to your table. That way you could just bring it over and just grab it, you know, something, piece of TPU, something like that that's laying around. But what I did is my ceiling is pretty close to where the door comes up, so I just stuck an eye bolt on the top, and then I have a piece of wire coming down, and this just comes over and grabs it, and it hooks up nice and neat, just like that. That is pretty much it. Now this whole setup cost around $35. You know, depending on exactly what you get. The dollar push pins, the $3 brackets, the lac tables you can definitely get for $5 or under, up to $1 or down to $1, and the corrugated pieces. These pieces are actually at Home Depot, and they are panels for a shed or like for a roofing material, and that's pretty much the cheapest. You know, it's pretty durable, and that's the cheapest option I found that is clear and that will work for what we're trying to do with it. Alright guys, that's it with the printer. If you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment down at the bottom. Like my video, subscribe if you want to see more, drop more suggestions in the bottom for more things. I think someone said that they want to see Tinkercad and a little preview of that, so I might do that in the next video. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day.